Hello, welcome to English Lessons with inlingua Vancouver. My name is Jacob Pejbach, and today I would like to talk to you about causatives. Generally, I really want to talk about how to put verbs together, and specifically this kind, causatives. The name is a little confusing, so let's just get to the examples. I want to talk about the verb let, the verb have, and the verb make. These are normal verbs. I make things, you have dinner, you own things, you have things. But I'm not talking about their normal sense. I'm talking about the relationship with other verbs. So when you try to, for example, make someone understand something, right? You're putting two verbs together using, and the first being make. These three verbs, they're called causatives because they cause another action to happen. So therefore, they have a very unique grammar structure. Usually, when we put two verbs together, we say, I want to do something. So usually, when a second action is added to a sentence, we call it an infinitive, we add the to. I want to do something. But with these guys, you don't need to do that. So I'm going to make you understand the structure. Make somebody understand something. No infinitive to, right? Now, here, I have some examples for you. You can see, my father lets me drive. Notice, base form drive, there's no to there. My father lets me drive. I want to drive. I enjoy driving. So my father lets me drive. Right? Verb let works. I have my students practice speaking. I have them do something. Right? Again, base form, no to, practice. Of course, students like speaking. So having my students practice speaking English is not that difficult. They want to do it. I want them to do it, so I have them practice speaking. I ask them, and they do it. However, when it comes to writing essays, I'm sure some of you know, there's a little bit more resistance. Students aren't so excited about writing essays, so I make my students write essays. Once again, both of these, the structure is the same. There's no to. Verbs are in base form. I have my students practice speaking. I make my students write essays. I can use have here because the students willingly practice speaking, but often students do not want to write essays and I need to force them. For example, by withholding their certificate or some other threat where they have to do it, right? So sometimes when you want to do something, you say, I want to do it. You don't have to make me do it, I'll just do it. But if you don't want to do something and people are forcing you to do it, then they're making you do that thing. But if someone asks you to do something and you want to do it, then they have you do that, right? So some more examples would be, I have my students memorize vocabulary. I make my students understand difficult grammar concepts even when they don't want to, right? My mother made me wash dishes when I was a child. Nobody likes washing dishes, so she made me wash dishes. She had me read books about history. I enjoyed history, so she had me read those books. And after I finished my reading, she let me go out and play. So she let me go out and play because I want to go out, and she finally let me go. So her letting me go makes the action go happen, so that's why there's no infinitive to. So one more time, let, have, and make. You don't need to have an infinitive. My father lets me drive. I have my students practice speaking. I make my students write essays. With have, it gets a little more interesting. Sometimes you're talking about people we don't know. I had somebody cut my hair. I don't know who this person is. I had somebody cut my hair. Okay, why mention somebody? Why not make it a passive verb and say I had my hair cut? Now cut, the past participle is the same, cut, cut, cut. So the point doesn't really come across. So why don't you look at this other example? I had the police arrest him. I had him arrested. So I had the police arrest him, but simplify, I had him arrested. And think about it, when you talk about any kind of cosmetic procedure, I had my nails done, I had my nose done, I had this done, I had that done. Whenever we don't know who it is that did it, and what's more important is what's done, then you can use this structure. I had something done. I have my room cleaned. I don't need to say I have a housekeeper clean my room. I just say I have my room cleaned. I don't clean it myself. I have somebody else clean it. I have it cleaned. I have my car washed twice a month. I don't wash it myself. I have somebody else wash it, so I have my car washed. I don't need to mention to somebody. I can just simplify it this way. And I'm sure in spoken English, you've noticed I got something done. I got him arrested. I got my nose done. I got my nails done. And that's just spoken, of course. I hope this helps you with causatives. Please like and subscribe to our channel. And look forward to future lessons. So nice talking to you today. Hope to see you soon.